Hi, my name's Steve. Welcome to another Mindbomb Training video. This time it's another quick tips video. Really, I've intended to put this one, the idea for balancing the approach is what I've called it. But really it's because the last two that I've done, the rule of 3 Ps, the rule of 5 Ps, could actually be seen as contradictory, but there is a reason for putting them together. And the reason is that for any entrepreneur, you've got to be able to recognize which approach you need to take, whether you need the messy action and just get in and get everything underway, get things done as quickly as possible, or whether you need a more considered approach in what you're actually doing for a complex, more nuanced project. Then if you can do that, then it's a matter of working out which approach and which one is the most efficient and effective for the business overall. So in terms of working out which risks are involved and what the impacts are, really it's a matter of going through a step-by-step process, and then you can actually work out which plan is going to be the more effective. So quick tip number one for timing. We've got to think about how long we've got. Is it a 6-month project? Is it going to be something that's months to come to fruition? Or is it the fact that we actually need to be out of somewhere by the end of the month? We've got to get all the stock, all the kit, all the computers and everything else out, and time is limited. So think about the timing first of all, and that will give you a good idea of what you need to get done and how much time you can actually allocate to the plan. I think I mentioned it before, but tip number 2 is about financial impacts. You've got to give some thought as to how much is involved, whether something is absolutely critical for the business. If it goes wrong, does that mean that the business is finished? If the impact on the finances is that severe, then it's definitely worth looking and thinking as to how we're going to plan and make sure we can do the very, very best to deliver on the financial part of this. So tip number 3 is about the complexity. You've got to assess what the complexity is of the risks that you're taking in whatever the action is. So think about how many people are involved, how many sites, locations, what sort of equipment are going to be needed, and all of the various inputs that you're going to have, and think about whether that is going to be a super complex thing or whether it's going to be just a one-day event and relatively straightforward, and that you just need to pitch in and get on with it. And then tip number 4 is about duration. How long is the effect going to be of what we do? Is it just one step in a process? Is it going to be something that you sign up for a 5-year lease on somewhere that's going to be a long-term part of the business process? So think about the duration as part of that risk. And yeah, finally, I think there is also an issue over individual risk. What's the risk going to be down to yourself if things don't actually work out? So all of those should actually feed into whether you can take quick action, immediate action, and just push to get things done, or whether you've actually got to be more considered, put through a proper plan, and make sure that you've actually got all of the I's crossed and I's dotted and T's crossed before you can actually go through and finish something. So yeah, it's important to work out which pathway to go, and hopefully this will help you balance the risk between the rule of the 3 Ps and the rule of the 5 Ps, and hope you'll find it useful. Thank you for watching. I think that's all for today, and see you next time for more business quick tips. Thank you.